I don't care if I get canceled, but as an EBT mother on a budget of $300 to $400, even when I only had $200, you know what's cheaper than a $3 pack of Little Debbie snacks? A 50-cent can of fucking green beans, okay? You know what's cheaper than 3 packs of soda? A bunch of cans of 50-cent cans of vegetables, okay? You know what's cheaper than the $150 you spent on chips, sugar, soda, all of that shit? Buying a bunch of meat. Because the amount of snacks that you bought are enough to last you 2 weeks, and the amount of meat that I bought is enough to last me the entire month of November while I wait for food benefits to fix themselves.
This is what the system was intended to be for. This is what it was supposed to be. This is why I'm a firm believer that with food stamps, you should not be allowed to get anything that constitutes a snack like Doritos, sodas, fruit snacks, Oreos. Maybe you can allow cereals, but cereals are bad for you. And we were sold a lie when we were kids. We were told that cereals were good for you and they have vitamins and minerals. All of that stuff needs to be gone from being able to be purchased with EBT. Because EBT should just be for you to be able to get the essentials. Meats, eggs, canned goods, rice, vegetables, fruits. But the thing is that nowadays, people, they don't want to cook. They want to give their children trash for food, something that's easy and accessible, and they want to just eat as much garbage as they can in the process as well. So while I've been arguing against people who are able-bodied and should be working to feed themselves and their family and to get off the government assistance, this is what it was intended for, and I 100% applaud this person. No one is going to cancel you. We are with you. Trust me, more of the country agrees with doing the right thing than those who talk about they're going to steal because they're not getting food stamps. Or those who are complaining like, you guys are, oh, we're not letting us get food stamps. It's the Republicans' fault, and why are you guys so mean? Like, won't you think of the children that are going to starve? Yeah, like I made that other video about that girl who said she didn't want church food because while churches have food, she wants healthy food. You get what you get. Go to a food bank and get food for free. There are charities that also give food for free. You don't have to starve. The thing is that you want the money so you can go buy trash. That's the problem.
You can stock up on pasta. You can stock up on staples, okay? Look at that. After buying all healthy foods to ensure that my children are having as less problematic foods in their diet as possible, look at the money I have left over for snacks. We got cookies, we got baked cheddar, whatever the fuck these are, pretzels, a bag of fruit snacks, and saltine crackers. And you know what my children don't complain about? Mom, why can't we have cake and ice cream and sugar all the time? I don't give a crap. I don't think children should starve, but I don't think children should be being fed poisonous shit all the time because parents want to boo-hoo over the fact that they're not willing to get their lives in order. And obviously I'm not talking about disabled. Obviously I'm not talking about elderly. And obviously I'm not talking about the parent that just lost her husband and now has to do it on her own.
And that's something I've said as well. Those are the people that I actually do feel for. It's the elderly who don't work and can't work, and those who are disabled who also can't work. But if you're able-bodied, you should be working to provide for your kids. And you shouldn't be feeding them trash. Garbage that's poisoning the kids. A lot of the dyes that are in the foods in America are stuff that are not good for children. And they've been linked to negative mental side effects. Like Red 40 is linked, for example, which is in a lot of food, is linked to behavioral problems in children, like ADHD and stuff like that. Yet these people feed them all these things all day, every day, and they don't have a care in the world.
Obviously, I'm not talking about people who got raped and had to take care of a kid that was forced upon them. So don't make it into that. My children are so health conscious that I can let them have their whole Halloween bag of candy in their room and they only limit themselves to a piece a day. They're not super dependent on sugar. They don't freak out because I don't give them the bag of chips. It's all about how you raise your child. The reason your kid wants a plethora of unhealthy foods versus vegetables is because that unhealthy foods is what you shoved in their face the most, okay? And if anything, you should have just waited a couple years, let them be on a diet of vegetables, protein, and fruits, and then introduce them to the fun stuff so that they didn't get some form of addicted, considering a lot of you admit that American food is addicting, but are still willing to give it to your kids. If all your grocery store serves is pasta and tomatoes and broccoli and chicken, then work with those healthy foods. If it ensures that in the future your child is less at risk of developing gastrointestinal problems, for them to have to rely on good quality care that we don't already have in America, for them to have to deal with, then that is perfectly fine. Your child will be thankful of the fact that they don't have to worry about their health, that now they can focus on being successful in whatever fucking economy is going to be in their way.
You know what the crazy part is that parents just don't want to parent anymore. That's why they buy the frozen bags of Tostitos, pizza rolls, feed them trash, Doritos, feed them cereal, all the garbage. They don't want to parent anymore because parenting means that you have to cook. Parenting means you have to clean up after you cook. Parenting means you actually have to spend time with your children. Now, most parents aren't even raising their children. They're with their children. They're letting their iPads, their iPhones, the TV raise the children so that they can go and F off and do whatever it is that they want to do as adults. Because a lot of people, it's super easy to become a parent. You just have to have sex with somebody and you can become a parent. But the people that become parents, a lot of them in the United States don't actually want to be parents. They have the kids, but they want to live like they're single with no responsibilities. And that is the problem that we have in America today. I know she started off on about food stamps, but she's making some great points about the lack of accountability that a lot of parents have in the United States when it comes to their children. They want the school to raise the kids. They want the iPads to raise the kids. They want the video games to raise the kids. They want the TVs to raise the kids. They don't want to cook, so they're going to give them something easy that they can put in a bowl, in a plastic bowl at that, and call it a day. That's dinner. Because they don't want to clean after they cook. They don't want to have to do all these things. That takes time away from watching the latest Kim Kardashian episode, watching drama on TV, or scrolling on TikTok. And I won't lie to you, I'm guilty of it too. But the difference is I don't have any children. I don't have any children. And while I do plan to have children one day, I am very conscious about how it is that I'm going to parent and what I expect of my children. And they are not going to be raised by the devices. And they're going to eat good food. That's the one thing. I cook for myself every single day. I'm not saying I don't eat out, but I cook for myself every day. Every single day. I only eat twice a day because I just don't get hungry in the morning. But for lunch and dinner, I make meals. Super simple too. Things that don't even take a long time. I have a rice cooker. I throw the rice in there. I go buy some chicken. I butterfly it, a chicken breast, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and whatever other seasoning I feel like throwing on it. And I fry it. It literally takes like 20 minutes. And a lot of parents don't even want to do that. And I'm not saying you feed your children chicken every single day, chicken and rice. But there are a lot of fun meals that you can make that are quick and easy. I also have an Instant Pot. There's this fun little recipe of of like Cajun andouille, like it's an andouille rice type thing. And it's a one pot, literally. I throw everything into the Instant Pot and throw it to cook for 2 minutes. And it's done. You can make a ton of it. Again, it takes less than 5 minutes to prep. And it's done in about 15. Boom, dinner. But these parents don't want to do that. Because that takes away time from them acting like the non-having children parent that they are. But that's all I got for this video, guys. I want to know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. And if you like what I'm doing here and you want to support my work, I have links in the description box below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.